Pretend to be professional.
I'm failing at every turn, my friend. Every turn. Why do I?
Oh,
what the hell?
I hit the space bar. Hold on. Yep. Dadgum hotkeys. I don't know what that all shit's about.
It was cool.
All I did, my thumb accidentally hit the space bar and it just stopped the video.
Thumbed it.
Welcome everybody to episode 141 of The Sound. I am Kevin Harris.
I am Lisa Wills.
I'm Matt James.
And I think that makes me Jared, if I remember correctly.
There we go. Episode 141. Our guest is She Might Be a Beast, their debut onto the show. And looking forward to it. I know Jared has seen them. You've seen them live, correct, Jared?
Am I the only one?
No, I saw them live.
Fuck.
I saw them live at the cannery. So.
All right. Well, fuck. I thought I had.
No,
I had a band on y'all finally.
They're great live, and they've got a new song out that we just started playing.
Walk with me,
and we will have the video premiere tonight for it.
Yeah.
So. Which is a lot of live video, which is really cool. So
yeah,
we've got that ahead. We've got the Grudge Match coming up where VRSTY, the champion, is going to be taking on the challenger in Clozure with their song, The Devil Effect, and VRSTY's song, Can You Love Me? But as we've gotten into the routine of talking about it, what's everybody listening to over the last couple of weeks?
Oh, that's a good question. I'll go first. I have been down the Andromedas rabbit hole, listening to some EDM, metalcore, mashup, kind of weird stuff. Like those dudes are putting some fire out, and they're pretty local to me. I think they're from Western Supermare. It's about a 40-minute drive from where I am. They've got some new stuff coming, which I'm excited about. It's good. So yeah, I've been down that rabbit hole. If you don't know who they are and you like weird space type EDM metalcore stuff, go and check it out.
Definitely have to discover that a little bit.
Probably not your jam, Kevin.
Probably not, but I don't mind checking it out to begin with.
Yeah.
Right. I've been
I'll send you some track recommendations, Kevin.
I leave for England in a week. And I've got my
over there. You should go see him.
You know, it's so weird. We're actually gonna connect. But we
someone could have told me.
Yeah, so we've got actually 4 shows lined up while I'm over there. And the first show I am so excited about. I believe they graced the November cover, Lake Malice, right? They graced our November cover, and opening for them is And so I have been totally back down the City is Ours rabbit hole, like so excited. They're dropping tomorrow.
She's making me drive to Brighton, which is like almost 5 hours away.
It is not.
It's the only show we can make.
True. It is not 5 hours away.
You're not it's like 4 hours away, all right?
No, it's not. You're not going to die. He's not going to die. Okay, it'll be fine. Yeah. And not only that, I'm working my day job the whole first week that I'm there. So someone's going to be tired, and it's me.
Nice.
But I'm really excited. I've been down that rabbit hole.
I love the commitment. I love the commitment.
Yeah.
I'm glad Matt led with a curveball, because if I got to be honest, what have I really been listening to lately? It's been a country rapper out of Wyoming. Ryan Charles is his name, and he has a song called New Boot Goofin'. Kevin, have you heard it?
No, I have not. But I'm definitely going to go check it out.
It is fucking awesome. And I've heard the song, had no clue that apparently it's a reference to Reno 911. Did anybody watch that show?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Lieutenant Dangle? Officer Dangle? Am I saying that right? What was his name?
I think it was Officer Dangle.
Okay. Officer Dangle in an episode goes and buys a pair of new boots. He walks out of the store and he's doing all this weird, funny shit. And he goes, I'm just goofing. new boot goofing because he's got his new boots on. And apparently that's a thing on the internet, which I knew nothing about. And then this cat has made a song about it. It is hilarious. So it's like comedy and rap. It's funny. Anyway,
I'm definitely going to check it out. So I'll stay with the fastball straight right down my lane.
Party.
I went and saw Blackstone Cherry and Any Given Sin and Saint Asonia last week at Club LA. And after seeing Saint Asonia live for the very first time,
how were they?
I did not realize how good they were.
Yeah, I've
played a couple of their songs, but I've never really listened to the full catalog and all of that. But after hearing all of the songs, it was really, really good. So I've been listening to Saint Asonia, just kind of digging in.
And sometimes that's what it takes. Sometimes is like I've been there a lot of times where I've like listened to a few tracks here and there. Sleep Token is a perfect example where I was just like listening to a few tracks here and there, and you go and see the band live, and then you're like, what?
Yeah.
Like these guys are insane. And it sometimes it just takes to go and see them live to like understand them a little bit more as well.
Yeah.
But I will say this, and Lisa would know more than I do. I don't know how much further that tour has got. But if you get an opportunity, all three of those bands were fantastic.
Was Mushock with them or no?
No, he's not. He's still a member of the band, but he's not doing a lot of the touring.
Yeah, because Stain's out right now is what I read. Yeah.
So he Adam actually broke into, they did Never Too Late from 3 Days Grace. They did
very nice.
He did I think it was Riot. Yeah, he did Riot from 3 Days Grace and did one other song from 3 Days Grace. But in the mix of all of that, it was just, all three bands were just fantastic. So,
killer.
And I was able to pick up the Any Given Sin vinyl while I was there, so that was nice.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Yes, it is.
So
it's very good.
Beautiful.
While we're talking about shows in the UK before we get into the Grudge Match, Kevin, you're not going to be very happy with us. So me and Lisa are going to go and see Skindred headline the Wembley Over Arena with support from POD, and as everything unfolds. It's an insane lineup.
That's good. That's good.
Kevin's like, yeah, he's mentally cursing us out. I just want you to be well aware. There is not a single word. There's not a single word in his mind that is not four letters going through his mind right now.
Yeah, I've only seen Skindred once live, and that was it. Jared would remember. That was Guitars and Cadillacs, and God, it was so good. And I have yet to ever repeat seeing them, and it pisses me off.
Like Benji's just such a good hype front man.
That he is. All right, guys, you ready to roll into the grudge match?
Let's do it.
Our champion, VRSTY, Can You Love Me, goes for win number 2, and they will be taking on Clozure with the Devil Effect. So without further ado, a little further ado, you'll see the poll pop up on Facebook during video number 2. If you're not on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, YouTube X, formerly Twitter, or Twitch.
Still doesn't sound right.
You can put it in the comments, and we'll see the comments and count the votes there. But we're going to go ahead.
You only get to vote once. One
vote. But let's go ahead and get it started right now. Got to get the production team video part of it in there. Make sure everybody
Absolutely.
knows. So that was
Yeah.
Clozure and the Devil Effect, our challenger for the grudge match. And the champion going for their second win tonight is VRSTY. The song is called Can You Love Me? So it is video number 2. The poll is about to pop up if you're on Facebook, if you're on YouTube, Twitter, formerly X, formerly Twitter, or Twitch.
The social media platform formerly
Holy
known as
shit.
Twitter X.
Just put it in the comments. You can only vote once. Here it is. Here's VRSTY. It is your champion. Can You Love Me? And you are watching the grudge match on the sound.
Over the edge, I should watch what I say. You've got someone waiting for you at home, but I know that you don't feel the same. Another night of you calling my phone. I guess in the thought of you being alone. So many places that I'd rather be, but I'm here wishing you were with me. If I can't have you, then nobody can. We keep secrets they won't understand. I know that it's getting hard to hide that you love me. When you're with them, are you thinking of me? Can you love me? Can you love me? Yeah. Can you love me? Love me? Love me? Can you love me? Yeah. Can you? I stay up late at night wishing that you were mine. You'll never see me cry, I swear that I'm alright. Fell deep into this situation, I can't escape it, but I'll never try. If I can't have you, then nobody can. We keep secrets they won't understand. I know that it's getting hard to hide that you love me. When you're with them, are you thinking of me? Can you love me? Can you love me? Yeah. Can you love me? Love me? Love me? Can you love me? Yeah. Can you? If I can't have you, then nobody can. We keep secrets they won't understand. I know that it's getting hard to hide that you love me. When you're with them, are you thinking of me? Can you love me? Can you love me? Yeah. Can you love me? Love me? Love me? Can you love me? Yeah. Can you?
And that is your champion, VRSTY, with Can You Love Me? Both really good songs.
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
digging both of them. I am.
Yeah.
I really am. That was cool. Video was great too. Kevin, you mentioned earlier you went and saw Any Given Sin, you said, and got the vinyl. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, but I got this in the mail.
I know. I've still got to order mine. That
Nope.
one, yeah, that's badass too.
And well, here's the cool. That's cool. Number one, it was signed, and I got a handwritten thank you note, which was killer. But look at the vinyl itself. Look, it's yellow.
Sexy.
It's yellow.
I get mine in a week.
Yes.
All right.
Look at that.
All right.
It's killer.
Y'all
Anyway,
y'all keep talking.
Oh no,
here
wait.
you
Let
go.
me go get my War Within album that's signed by the entire band.
Hey, let's do it. I'm
Or
all
maybe.
about let's have a merch off on the show. Fuck 'em, let's do it.
You don't want to merch off with me, man.
No, I don't.
This wall is
No.
big.
But I'm
I'm
not
just
scared.
No,
I'm not scared, Lisa. That's the thing. I'm not scared.
All
You
right,
should be.
not scared. I love it.
there's mine.
There we go.
Yep.
All right.
Very nice. Very nice. Show them the sexy clear. Show
Okay.
it to them.
They're clear.
So here's the thing. Next podcast on March 13th, I'll show you both of those albums signed side by side.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. That's a
Michael,
one-up.
I do hold the cards. Yes, sir.
I like that.
So here's the only
Kevin, the real
regret I
question-
had from going to that show.
Hold on. Here's the real question though. To get that record, you turn your camera off. Are you not wearing pants?
I'm fat. I'm fat.
Don't make me laugh. My
okay.
back's
The camera
killing
adds
me.
another 20 pounds, and I'm already fat.
I just figured maybe you had no pants on or something. you
No,
know?
no.
All
You're
right.
No,
not
but
entitled-
the only other regret I had is I didn't take the Any Given Sin magazine off my wall and take it with me to get the magazine cover signed.
Yeah. That
Yeah,
would've been
Scott
smart.
Adams, you also hold some cards too, my friend. That's right.
Yep. All right. I think we have She Might Be a Beast patiently waiting backstage. I think maybe we should bring these cats in and talk to them. What do y'all think?
Let's do it. Gentlemen, what's up?
Hey guys, how y'all doing?
We are good.
What's going on?
Welcome to the show for the very first time.
We're so happy to be here. Thank y'all for having us.
I know it's something we've been talking about for a while, and it's finally here. So glad to have you guys. But since we've got you right now, tell everybody about She Might Be a Beast. How'd you start? How'd you get the name? I want to know who she is.
And is she a beast? Because it says Mike.
And also
Awesome.
add in commentary about your logo.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so we are She Might Be a Beast. We're a power trio from New Orleans. We have a lot of influence from, just rock, metal, grunge, punk, and we try to kind of form that all together with a little dash of Nola Spice in there, And we've been, doing as much as we can for the past few years to make this a viable thing for us and make this a career. And we're really happy with where the band's going right now. And I'll throw in, we got the name came from, it was actually just a random conversation with me and one of my friends. We were going outside and my fiance, she was getting on Call of Duty. We were playing Call of Duty and she took the controller and we're like, my friend was like, dude, what if she tops the leaderboard? I'm like, dude, she might be a beast. And it was just a random phrase that just stuck. And I was like, a year later when it came time to name the new band, that's where it was.
Yeah. Those are the best band names. That's just that same kind of story for sure.
Yeah. And, it is a unique name, but because it's so unique, if you type in She Might on Google, will be the first few things that pop up. So, really
Nice.
You guys want to add in anything?
Yeah, I do want to add one thing. Kevin,
Yes.
don't worry, my man. None of us are wearing pants either.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
Yeah, we're not wearing shirts either. These are AI generated onto our body.
There you go.
Hey, none of us actually wear
As it
pants.
fucking should be.
Well, no, none of us actually wear pants. Jared was just trying to call him out because he feels
Correct.
weird.
Correct.
Because he's
That's right.
wearing the tidy whiteies, not his
Right.
normal boxers. So
No,
it
I'm
was
all
awkward.
commando on this chair, baby. No.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'll remember
as
that
far as
next
the
time I come
logo-
to your house.
Don't sit in the captain's seat.
As far as the logo, like you were talking about, it was just, at first I just had the words in a circle, and I was like, what if I can make the words a circle around something? And I just kept putting a bunch of things in the middle. I was just working on Canva or something. It was like a fist, a bunch of things like that. And then I just saw the eyeball graphic. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. And it's stuck, people really like it. People tell us that they enjoy the logo, and it sells well on merch as well. So.
How long have you guys? Oh, go ahead, Jared.
I was going to say the same thing. Go ahead.
How long have you guys been around?
So we started in late 2021, and we've just been releasing music and gigging as much as we can since then.
Oh, yeah.
So, 2.5 years. I think.
Was that right? That was help me. Was that right at the end of COVID or in the middle of COVID? 21.
It was at the
It was just after that kind of. They had like that one major lockdown where they boarded everyone up in their houses and didn't let out. But it was. I think it was right after that.
Yeah.
We both moved to the city officially, and then ran into this guy.
Yeah. So I came into the picture. I'm the second drummer, original drummer. Me and Jacob actually met. He used to be in another band called Everyday Addiction, which is a very good band. You know, they played together for a couple of years around the area, and we ended up jamming together before that audition. I got his phone number, and unfortunately, the drummer had to part ways, and then he called me, and there you go. We've been rocking and rolling for like 2.5 years. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
What's the NOLA scene like when you talk about being a local band there, right? Because obviously, y'all, New Orleans has a shit ton of bands come through. But what's it like from the local guy perspective, right?
It's oversaturated. I feel like there's so many bands. It's like, and there's so many venues. That's the thing. But playing at these certain venues is like really what we try to narrow it down to where we've been playing at lately. You know, we started out at like dive bars, and then we progressed to like bigger shows. But it took a lot of work, you know.
And yeah, I mean, speaking more on the scene, there's so many amazing bands and musicians alone that do their own thing as well. And from rock and metal to blues and a lot of funk bands. There's so many funk bands in the city, and the scene's really cool. Everybody kind of helps each other out, but at the same time, New Orleans is a big music place, so it's very competitive.
Yeah.
Very tight knit.
When you say like
playing with one band, they probably know someone from the band you played with last week, and everyone kind of knows everyone around here. Take a 10 to 15 minutes to get from one side of the city to the next.
Yeah, when you say oversaturated though, like because from our perspective here on the Gulf Coast, we wanted to be a part of like making it bigger, more bands, more opportunities to play, getting more people involved. When you say oversaturated, do you mean like there's more bands than there are venues to play at? I mean, obviously it's a bigger city.
I think,
it's pretty level.
I think honestly, the oversaturated comes from there's actually more musicians in the city than there are fans.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like it turns out like if you just play a gig in the city, one random gig, and I mean, if you plan a gig pretty well and you get all your people out there, you have a lot of fans. But chances are at a random night at a show in New Orleans, most of the people in there will also be in other bands and also be musicians who are playing a gig the next night and stuff like that. So it's so many, it's just because music is such a part of the culture, I guess, that most of the music fans are in bands themselves. So, everybody's playing at different places in the city, and it's hard to kind of, like I said, it's competitive. So there's so many things to do.
I think that's cool though, that the musicians are in the crowd. That like, I love that picture of is it Tom Morello in the crowd at one of Tool's first shows? I think that's like fucking killer.
Yeah, it really is awesome. Everybody's very supportive, and it's like a big family. So we couldn't be more grateful for
And look, you say it's like competitive, but having like you're playing a show, having other musicians that are playing the local scene as well as potentially branching out around the area, it's good networking opportunities, isn't it?
Absolutely. We play all sorts of shows. Like we'll go out to Mississippi and we'll be booked with another New Orleans band who had that contact, or vice versa. There's lots of show swap opportunities because everyone wants to come to New Orleans.
Yeah, we're playing. I mean, and even bands that aren't from New Orleans, like them guys, we'll play with them a lot in Silver Dose. This weekend coming up, we're playing at the Hitch in Ponchatoula with them guys and Storage 24. I don't know if y'all are familiar with them, but we met them at Frets for Pets last year, and they're really cool guys. We really enjoyed their set.
What do y'all from the local guys, local band perspective? What venues do y'all gun for over there? I saw y'all in the Parish Room, and we'll get into that in a minute. But like, what venue? I know House of Blues. Like, but what are y'all gunning for?
I guess it just depends. They got a lot of really cool smaller venues, and if we're playing a show where it's just 3 New Orleans bands and we're kind of like all just like splitting the headline, I guess, because we're all going to bring an equal amount of people, we'll go for a smaller room, such as they got really cool places like Carrollton Station, the Hi-Ho Lounge we really enjoy. They have a place that my brother right here actually works at called the Maple Leaf, and it's like one of those New Orleans institutions where it's like on any given night you can have, you know, New Orleans royalty playing in there every single week. Really cool spots. But I mean, at the same time, we love when we get to play at Southport Hall opening for whoever's coming through. We get a lot of those opportunities, and we couldn't be more grateful for the connections we made with the guys who own that spot over there, and as well as the connections like with the people at the House of Blues with Live Nation. You know, those are always really fun too. But can't forget about the smaller rooms, because the people who run those places put a lot of work into it, and they put a lot of effort, and they're the ones who really run the music scene in the city.
Right.
So we got a question coming. I put in, if you had any questions for the bands, put them in the comments. Northern Indiana, any chance of going to Northern Indiana?
Never
now
been there.
There's
Yeah, we'll put it on the list.
Now it's on our minds. Now we'll be looking out.
It said one of y'all coming back. I don't know, because we never been there. Yeah, it literally just said one of y'all coming back to Northeast Indiana.
It doesn't matter if we've been there or not. We'll the second time or the first time will be an amazing time. So
there you go. There you go. So my question is we know we've been watching it happen in certain areas. So I know New Orleans has lost some of the venues.
like especially
One-Eyed Jacks.
One-Eyed Jacks was a great place. We got a few opportunities to play there.
I saw a local H at One-Eyed Jacks, and it was fantastic.
Yeah, it was really a cool spot. They shut down this place. One of our buddies, Hunter, with Fuel the Funeral, him and another one of our friends owned the Hideaway on the North Shore, and unfortunately they had to shut down. And it's just a lot of these places, you know.
Which one just caught on fire?
The Marsh Room. Yeah, we played the benefit for that, and you know, it's really sad when stuff like that happens. But like that's a crazy circumstance. But a lot of these places shut down for the reason, like I said before, because there's more musicians in the city than there are actual fans. So it's like you have so many musicians trying to play the shows, and all the fans are either going to go here or there. You know, so you really got to do your as much work as you can to promote your shows very well out here. You know, as any place, but you know, putting out flyers and doing social media stuff, it always helps.
And another thing about the scene over here that I feel like is really unique to other places I've been. It's like we're at his house right now. There are 3 to 4 venues, I'd say, that are less than a 15-minute walk away that have live music right now. You know, so with that kind of competition, you're really putting a lot on the table.
So does Grassroots still work in that New Orleans market by walking and putting up flyers and handing out flyers?
Yes and no. I mean, I feel like a lot of that kind of stuff has always been a big thing for music promotion, but most of our stuff is through social media. A lot of Instagram, Facebook. We'll create events. You know, we're trying to make it like every show we'll do now is like we'll plan it out, promote it 3 weeks in advance, really get a lot of people trying to come. Usually it's pretty good turnout. And so
even then, if it's something that we're trying to like heavily promote, you know, like even beyond how much we're already trying, we will go around the city. We've done it a few times before. Go to the different rehearsal studios, put up flyers, go to street polls, you know.
And like,
well,
New Orleans,
when I
was
was
such like a walking city. There's so many streets that have so much heavy foot traffic that the flyers really do work a lot too, just because, you know, we're right by Tulane and Loyola and stuff. So go and put flyers around the campuses are really, really a good guerrilla marketing move you could do around here. And I'd suggest that for any college town.
I remember when I was going into New Orleans a lot to see shows and stuff like that, is you would have, let's say you'd have a big show happening at the House of Blues, and then down the road at some other venue, but they'd wait for that House of Blues show to end before they'd start over there, and they're handing out flyers as they're walking out of the House of Blues. Hey, go over here and see. Is that still something that's happening, or?
I haven't seen much of that, like that specific type of marketing out here much. It's kind of like I said, like, you know, even from right here, we could walk to 3 or 4 different venues that have music going right now. So I feel like everyone's kind of leaning more towards just like booking their shows and, you know, putting it at whatever time they want. Because I haven't seen that yet.
Kevin, that's like the Silly Goose though, right? They're doing the digital version. They're doing the digital version of that by showing up actually playing and then filming it and putting it on their social, playing at another concert in the parking lot.
Right.
And
That's what I was just about to say. It's something I saw at Spirit Box in Bristol. I went to Spirit Box in Bristol, and everyone was like piling out of the O2 Arena. And I was walking up the street, and I was like, "Hang on a minute! I hear music. What's this?" And the band is just set up in the middle of the street, and they were like jamming away, and then handing out flyers for their band and like marketing their band in the middle of the street after the Spirit Box show. I was like, genius.
We actually had a band do that outside of CPR Fest one year when I was working for CPR. It's a band
Dr. O.
Dr. O.
Yeah, that video is on YouTube.
It is on YouTube, and they literally play. So CPR Fest is an outdoor concert, and right on the other side of the barricades in the parking lot, Dr. O was playing between the bands. Yep. So it's kind of like the crowd could turn. They finally shut them down, but yeah, Dr. O was very smart.
They didn't have permission for that, right?
They did not. Yeah, they did not. And as a matter of fact, if you remember Trevor, who used to be the drummer for Love to Hate and Rise Phoenix and stuff like that, he was the drummer for Dr. O when all of that happened. He loves to tell that story. It's a really good story to hear. But yeah, the video is on YouTube of Dr. O playing outside one of CPR Fest.
Well, speaking of videos,
there you go.
I think we have a world premiere that we need to
right on into it.
Yeah,
you're so good at it.
Lisa's here to keep us in line.
That's right.
So, Jared, go ahead.
Oh yeah, well, guys, we always do it on the show when we have a guest play a video. And this is you said world premiere. So tell us everything about it, or tell us nothing. It's up to you. The song, the video. Let us know.
So I guess roll that shit.
Yeah. Let him find out.
And here we go.
Taylor, I gotta tell him.
All
Zach,
right.
it's not Ibanez, homie.
I want to address the comments about the comparisons to Mastodon because I hear it in the way that the music changes. I don't know if anyone here has really seen Mastodon that often. I've seen them actually quite a bit. And I love the way I can see where the comparison comes from, but I think your music is a little bit more lively. If I can try and phrase it that way, I feel like Mastodon, I'm not crapping on Mastodon. Mastodon's a great band, but I feel like they're just got like a heavier vibe to them, where yours is a little bit more like, I really want to see you live. Like, I feel like that's probably gonna be the best way for me to experience it.
It's
So
a little
I
more
wanna
of a punk vibe is what I would give it.
Yeah,
Like in the
yeah,
same ballpark as
exactly.
Mastodon, we're a little more punk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Well said.
We definitely
Thank you.
consider ourselves to be punk rockers.
Cassie, would you go
But
back,
we saw actually Mastodon at Louder Than Life a few years ago. So and we wrote that song since then, so it might have a little bit of influence, you know.
Yeah.
But,
No, I wouldn't say you're punk rockers. I'm just saying it's that kind of flavor with a little punk mixed in there, a little
It's
sprinkle.
got that
Yeah,
Gotcha.
a little kick.
fun rock roll punk kind of vibe, wasn't it?
Lisa said she hadn't seen you guys live, and I mentioned it earlier. I actually saw you guys at the Parish Room when you opened up for Post Profit at that show, and it was great, man. The energy was awesome. You captured it in that video, which is really good. And that's exactly what the show felt like. I mean, it was high energy. You guys gave it your all. The crowd was digging it, and it was a really fun show. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you so much. I mean, that's what we try to give the music our all in every aspect that we do, but especially the live show. I feel like that's what kind of that's what we kind of take the most pride in as a band. We love playing. We love jamming. You know, we improvise a lot, and we do what we can to give the crowd the best experience that we can, I'd say.
I noticed that you guys have two vocalists. You both share vocal duties. So I'm just curious in terms of your writing process, where does that take you? If you're both sharing the vocal duties, who's sort of generally leading the charge in terms of lyrical content?
So a lot of the stuff that we have released and a lot of stuff we play live, me and him are brothers, and he actually wrote a lot of the stuff back in like high school and early adulthood and whatnot. But a lot of the later stuff, like we have a new song called Tranquilized, even newer than Walk With Me, that we kind of took the reins together and we kind of wrote the whole song out instrumentally with John, Jake, and I. And then we sat there with a notebook and kind of came up with the vocals right there. But a lot of our stuff, Jake really takes a majority of the credit for.
So how do you guys determine who's going to sing what?
I guess it's just a feeling, you know, even with our new stuff, like on that song just now, a lot of those oohs in the chorus, John had a good contribution to that. And, you know, we try to get, because we're a trio, we try to get as much of everybody involved as we can. And, you know, Julian's got a pretty heavy scream. So if I need some kind of, you know, death metal scream to go in there, he can always supply that.
Yeah. And in terms of harmonizing, I feel like there's some stuff that we pre-write, but like a majority of my harmonies I've actually come up with while playing the song live, and then I try it out, and then, you know, I just keep doing it, which is, you'll see a lot of videos on YouTube of us doing it, and I hit a harmony that's just not there. Like, it shouldn't be there. It never should have been there. But, you know, we're always trying new things and experimenting.
Yeah, and kudos you guys for being a three-piece. I always love that. That takes, you know, everybody's got to work it out.
Yeah, you work it out as you go along, though, don't you? You know, you try these things, and you know, and doing it live is the best way to do it. You'd be like, oh, I'll jump in here with a quick harmony. Okay, that doesn't work. We won't do that again. You know.
So we got Zach's got a question. What's y'all's favorite memory from one of your shows?
I've got a good one. Yeah, mine's more of just like, it stood out to me as something I laughed at myself about. But in a few of those clips, it's actually from that. We're playing at the House of Blues in the big room, and we have this big inflatable eyeball that our good friend Chris Chaos gave to us. and they hit it back at me, and I'm like in the excitement, and I just kick it as hard as I can, and it went straight at like all the tables that were set up all nice in the corner of the booth, knocked over everything that was like nicely set up on top of them. I'm thinking in my head like, oh, they're never gonna invite us back here now.
They're like,
oh,
wait, come back next week.
Yeah,
okay, that wasn't the case.
Yeah,
but yeah, that was a good one. You know, every show opportunity like that is always creates good memories and stuff. But one that's particularly fond in my mind is one time, it was actually at the Mushroom benefit show at Southport Hall, but we were rounding out to the end of our set, and I look, and all of them guys and a bunch of the crew is hanging out right by the front, ready for me to they're just like egging me on to jump off the stage, and I'm like, okay, them guys there's some big strong guys, you know, so they're not going to drop me. So I'd stage dive off of there, and that was a lot of fun for everybody around there. I feel like
I actually think that was in that video as well.
Yeah, that was in
both of ours. John, is your favorite memory in that Walk With Me video as well?
No, I actually got one that's pretty good. So I know y'all probably know the Misfits. I don't know who wouldn't know the Misfits, but we opened for Doyle, and Doyle is an iconic figure. You know, I mean, who can't not like Doyle? He's like an action figure that rocks. But basically, he probably is. But this is the best memory. We're going to do the meet and greet process. Doyle does a meet and greet with all his fans usually after. So we got in line to get pictures with him, and the first thing he said, we were all in like colorful, you know, like tie-dye and like flannel shirts and stuff like that. He's like, man, are you guys from the 60s? He's like, y'all look like you're from the 60s. We're like, nah. But it was just really funny. Then he got one of our shirts and cut the sleeves off and made a headband and made like a cut-off shirt. And he was posting on social media. Yeah. So that was cool, you know. But
that's awesome. I love it. So I've got a question. And it's predominantly for Jake, because I've been going back and forth with Jake on Messenger. So, like, me and you've been going back and forth. We've been talking. You've been going, dude, what do you think of this? Like, trying to get my opinion on tracks and stuff like that. How important is it to listen to those people in the industry for you to grow?
You know, a lot of people have a lot of good advice, and we take a lot of advice and experience from especially a lot of the other bands that we end up getting to play with, such as Post Profit and Silly Goose, and even people like Doyle. And, you know, they give us as much advice as they can. And, you know, we always try to take that and apply it to our own situation. And then a lot of the, you know, we end up talking to a good bit of, you know, management people and label people, and they have some good advice as well. But the important thing to remember is a lot of people out there, they have a lot of people that are there to have your back, but they have a lot of people out there that are there to prey on the young musicians that are kind of trying to do it. So you got to be very careful with who you're talking to, and you just got to, you know, do your due diligence. And there's a lot of people out there that can help you out. There's a lot of people out there that want to use you. It's just got to find out who's really got their heart in the right place, I guess.
You know, it's a small industry. People think it's a gigantic industry, but it really isn't. It's pretty close-knit, and everyone talks to one another. So it's usually pretty easy once you start establishing yourself and moving up the ranks and branching out of your comfort zone and of your area to find out who's actually worth, you know, their weight and who isn't. Have you found the same?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think everybody has some good stuff to say, and everybody, even the people out there that might not have your best interest in mind, you know, they oftentimes have a lot of experience and still have good advice to give you. You just gotta be careful with, you know, who you get into bed with, I guess I would say.
Bed bugs bite.
Right, they do, but you know, a lot of those bed bugs are very sweet and very cool. So
yeah, until they're not.
Yeah.
Right.
What so the new video we played, so what's the plan moving forward for you guys? Like, how are you attacking the next few steps, and I mean that as far as live shows, as far as recordings, like what's the plan?
Okay, so we just obviously we just recorded and released Walk With Me. We have a few other songs in the pipeline that we're ready to record and that we plan on doing that. And a lot of these, that music video is actually interesting how it came up, because it was, we were entered into this competition. It was like the Battle of the Bands, this Roadhounds thing for $10,000 worth of stuff, right? And we're actually very lucky to still be in the competition. We're in the top 8, but we only had one music video at the time, and we had advanced in the competition. I was like, okay, I need to make something else for next week. So I just took a bunch of live footage and I compiled it all together. I was like, okay, this looks kind of pretty cool. Let me do this. And that very thankfully, thanks to all of our supporters and fans that get in there and vote, that got us through to the next one. So, you know, we're really happy. We like to do a lot of DIY stuff. In the future, we're going to do some more professional music videos and stuff. But we always, even our songs on the album, we have a 9-song album. We've only done one video for. So we have plans to do some other videos for those to kind of bring some life back into those songs. And then we have a lot of really cool shows coming up. I guess we could each throw one in there. One of mine that I'm looking forward to is a 420 Fest with Dash Rip Rock and Them Old Ghosts.
Nice.
Coming up. And it's, you know, we're going to actually be on the, I haven't told these guys yet, but they invited us to be on a news station the day before that fest to kind of talk about it and promote it. And I think do a live performance. So I'm excited about that one.
Hell yeah, cool, man. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear y'all. You know, you got some stuff coming up. That's cool.
I ain't heard Dash Rip Rock's name in a while.
Yeah, those guys are really cool. They're really supportive of younger bands, and they've given us some really cool connections that that hopefully come to fruition soon. We got something in the works that might be really cool if we get on it. If we don't, it's okay. But you know, those guys. There's a lot of people in the scene that have been doing it for a long time, and you can really gain a lot from being friends with those guys, you know?
So if you don't know who Dash Rip Rock is, look them up on Spotify and listen to Let's Go Smoke Some Pot.
It's a good one.
That's Dash Rip Rock. The original drummer for Dash Rip Rock was Fred from Cowboy Mouth.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Oh,
I actually never knew that.
Yeah. I actually saw Dash Rip Rock open up for Cowboy Mouth, and Fred played with Dash Rip Rock that night. So
that's cool.
He broke off from Dash Rip Rock and started Cowboy Mouth.
And we were talking about the New Orleans scene earlier. That's actually like one of the really cool things about the New Orleans scene, like bands like Dash Rip Rock and Cowboy Mouth and a few others, you know. Like I feel like in a lot of places people can get very bitter towards, you know, expanding and trying new things and stuff. Whereas here it's like, oh yeah, the drummer's switching. We'll just do a double show and have
right.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes me think of I saw, you know, y'all are playing on the main stage of House of Blues, and the one of the coolest videos I've ever seen of that is Down playing there, and those guys are in, you know, 15 different bands between that one group, you know, and they're all part of that NOLA scene that I love so much, you know.
For sure.
So if anybody was looking for you guys on the interwebs, where would they find you most active at, and how can they get a hold of you?
So anybody can find us because of our super unique band name. You can find us at She Might Be a Beast on anything. It's just She Might Be a Beast. And, you know, we're most active on Instagram and Facebook. We do a lot of stuff on TikTok. But, you know, we always, if there's one place that we want people to go to see stuff from us, it's Spotify. You know, our music is the #1 thing that we try to push. It's the hardest thing to push because, I mean, Spotify obviously has a lot of music fans on it, but it has a lot less people than Instagram and Facebook do. So, but if you don't have Spotify, you know, YouTube, Apple Music, Tidal, Deezer, anything like that, we have our music on just about every streaming platform.
Sweet.
Everywhere you consume your music.
Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all.
We appreciate you being on, and love it when we get to pop the sound cherry for somebody.
Hell yeah! Considering our Perry's chopped. Our Perry's chopped.
Perry's chopped. Yeah, there you go.
Pleasure to meet you guys. Thanks for chatting with us.
Yeah, y'all awesome. Thank y'all so
Thanks
much.
a lot, guys.
All right, y'all have a great evening.
So yeah, Lisa put it in the chat. If you get a chance, go check out their Spotify.
That's their Spotify,
hit that follow button and help them increase those spins and everything. And I'm sorry, those streams.
Spins, Kevin. You're dating yourself. What are you doing?
Give them a follow across social
He wants
media.
to spin his AGS vinyl. That's why.
No, he's gonna talk about his A-track player here in a minute. Y'all stay tuned.
Hold on.
I would not be surprised. Actually, I wouldn't be surprised at all if Kevin had an 8-track player, and not only that, but it was filled with shit like the Bee Gees. That would not shock me at all.
I will say this: never once, ever have I used an 8-track player.
All right.
I started with a cassette player.
Yeah.
I started with a cassette player.
All right.
And by the way, I didn't get a chance to thank you guys all personally, but the video that Brandy and Matt and them put together for my 50th birthday, thank you very much for all of you being
was cool.
on that.
You're welcome, dude. It was much deserved, bro. You know,
I mean, I love working.
I'm not looking for any of that. I was just trying to tell you thank you.
I'm not on my phone. I can't do the fireworks, but you know,
you're welcome.
It's all good. I appreciate it.
We all keep rocking.
We only turned 50 once.
I know, my girl.
Yeah, I'm dreading that.
So am I.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I've not hit 40 yet, so here we are.
Fuck you, Matt. All right, who won the Grudge Match?
Nope, we got a few more things to talk about real quick.
All right.
Let's do this. The Sound 228 and the Cannery Bar and Grill bring you the Rock Redemption Tour, April 12th, 2024 at the Cannery Bar and Grill. The Rock Redemption Tour with Scotty Austin, formerly of Saving Abel. The Rock Redemption Tour with Seventh Day Slumber.
Surviving the wasteland, becoming a world full of walking dead.
Shallow Side.
It's not the first time, 'cause you're the worst kind.
Magdalene Rose, Love the Hate, and Transient. It all happens at the Cannery Bar and Grill, April 12th, 8 p.m. Tickets on sale now at thesound228.com. The Rock Redemption Tour with Scotty Austin, Seventh Day Slumber, Shallow Side, Magdalene Rose, Love the Hate, and Transient. Get your tickets now at thesound228.com. Being brought to you by the Sound 228, the Cannery Bar and Grill, Wake Up Music, and Spade Images. All right, tickets on sale right now at sound228.com. $25. Bands. The Cannery. If you were there for the Rock and the Sound pre-party, it's going to be set up similar to that. Both stages going, bouncing back and forth. So get your tickets now before it's sold out.
You know, I have to tell you, I've got a major conflict of interest that day. You are not going to believe. Not only do I wish that I could be at the Cannery that night, I will be in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, at the Breaking Benjamin Daughtry Catch Your Breath show.
Damn.
But then just announced the same night is the Soul Kingdom Collapse tour, last night of the show. And I'm in Sioux Falls because on the next night, my very, very dear friend is playing his final performance with the South Dakota Symphony.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I'm in town for the symphony. But everybody and their damn mother.
Yeah, are those all the same night, or like how are you going to make them all?
Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go see. Me and Stephanie got seats for the Breaking Ben show, so we don't have to worry, right? So we're gonna go see Casey and Saul. We're gonna go hang out a little bit before the show, and then as soon as the Dire Jane starts, we're out. Okay. And we're gonna go right back. It's only 2 blocks away from the venue.
Okay.
We're just gonna walk on over. So we're gonna get to see everybody. It's gonna be great. And then we're gonna go see. Yeah.
Mike Yorks is not formerly of Saving Abel anymore, but when the commercial was made, it was formerly of Saving Abel, and I'm not redoing it.
And do you know what I love about that lineup? It's a sick lineup for the Sound and the Sound show.
It's great.
Other than Scotty Austin, every single one of those artists has been on Riff Media Group.
What? Why?
I love it. No, I love it
because I love it. I'm like, it's a sick show.
Yeah, it's a great show. I would do anything to be at that show. If I could clone myself, I would want to be at that show. Transient is friggin' amazing.
Yes,
I would do anything to see Transient again. And to be able to finally see J-Rod perform, hear Love the Hate. The last time they were in my area, they weren't able to perform. I would love to see J-Rod get out there with the guys and just blow me away. I would love to see it.
Oh, there it is. It is right there. Scotty Austin, Seventh Day Slumber, Shallow Side, Magdalene Rose, Love the Hate, Transient. April 12th, Cannery. Get your tickets now at thesound228.com. And don't forget, we've got the February issue still available with Plush on the cover. And next Friday is
next Friday, March 1st.
Yeah, it will be the March issue being released. So we've got that coming up as well. And
do we have that cover?
No.
I didn't load it in, did I?
That's a no. Sorry, I've got a great interview this Saturday for my Ladies Night Spotlight.
Let's save it.
Ladies Night Spotlight.
I'm
very excited about it.
My band to watch will be Clozure.
Nice. I've had to change. I had a plan of who I was writing about. We had some technical difficulties, so now we've had to push it back, and that's going in the April magazine. So I'm maybe Kite Thief. I don't know yet.
Okay.
Well, there we go. All right, now it's time to announce the winner. So with 72% of the votes, and they brought their fans out, Clozure.
Oh, wow.
Is our new champion for the Grudge Match. So
Congratulations.
They will move on to the next episode. And I can tease the next episode because we have actually the next 3 episodes booked.
It's March 13th is the next episode.
Yeah.
Do I?
It's
March 13th is the next episode.
March 13th with Transient.
Oh, speaking of the devil.
Yep. So Transient will be joining us. They will have a new song hitting March 1st. Art of a Liar. Their current single is working its way up the Dirty 30. And we will be chatting with them about their new single and playing for us on April 12th.
Wait, so they just released Art of a Liar, but they have a new single coming out March 1st?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
like a 4-week turnaround, isn't it?
That's
very,
I
very
think
quick.
4 weeks. Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah. So I forgot to post, but yeah, Justin saying he's mad he can't make Shallow Side's video shoot, but they did post about looking for people in their video shoot.
Yeah, they are filming in Boston. They're actually in Worcester. I believe it's this weekend or next weekend. If you go to Shallow Side's Facebook page, you can see all the details. They are looking for extras.
All right. Any closing comments before I accidentally hit my keyboard and shut us off?
Just
right.
keep
just keep
rock. Download
I
the
will
app.
see you. I'll see you in 2 weeks from England.
There you go. And I'll see you from right here in this seat as well. So
And I won't be in England either yet.
See y'all later.